Welcome to Storytime with Jess. I'm so happy you're here because today we are reading When I Pray for You. This book is by Matthew Paul Turner and illustrated by Kimberly Barnes. From the moment I saw you, I started to pray. Big prayers and small ones I have sent God's way. I prayed as I held you when you sat in my lap. I prayed while we rocked as you peacefully napped. See the mommy holding her baby? You used to be that little too. As you took your first steps and when you started to run, as I pushed you on swing sets or we skipped in the sun. I prayed you felt safe, full of joy and content. Then I whispered, I love you. You knew what I meant. When you said your first word, repeating what you'd heard, when you mooed like a cow or tweeted like a bird, when you giggled out loud or made yourself proud, to God I said thank you, and to you I said wow. Look, they're pretending to be birds. As I watched you pretend, all alone or with friends, I prayed over you again and again. 'Cause when I pray for you, God knows this is true. Every word I whisper is a prayer for me too. Look at these boys and girls playing pretend. At the moment I hear you jump out of bed, I start praying that God puts good thoughts in your head. I pray when you're smiling and when you feel sad. I pray when you're sick, embarrassed, or mad. She is jumping on her bed and there is her puppy. When you're kicking a ball or twirling in place, when I know what you're thinking by the look on your face. I pray as you grow strong, have passion and fight, and stand up for what's good with all your might. She is twirling some ribbons. I pray heaven protects you, that you're generous and kind, that your brave little spirit never ceases to shine. She's picking flowers. As I drive you to school, while you splash in a pool, as you challenge a friend to a lightsaber duel. When you open your eyes to a birthday surprise, when the joy on your face cannot be disguised. They are splishing and splashing. I pray that you love well, that the light in you swells, that the story God writes is the one that you tell. 'Cause when I pray for you, I imagine God's view and pray all that God sees comes alive inside you. When suddenly it seems you've gotten so tall, when you've grown so much that my lap's way too small, when you're glued to a screen or your bedroom's unclean, when you're no longer a child, but not yet a teen. Look how big she is. I'll pray when you're hyper, obnoxious, or chill. I'll pray when you're chatty and cannot sit still, when you're running relays or performing school plays, or you're somewhere in the middle of a garage band phase. They are playing music in their garage. When you know all the answers, or just think that you do. When you find out the hard way, you know less than you knew. They are building snowmen. Does it snow this much where you live? I'll pray you choose hope should you ever face fear, and seek wisdom with patience when the pathway's unclear. That you'll love others, whether strangers or friends, with the same kind of love that God feels for them. Looks like she's reading a scary story. When you break from your shell to stand up for yourself and I realize you didn't ask me for my help. I'll pray and I'll cheer. I'll probably shed a tear and hope that you know if you need me, I'm here. Off on an adventure. 'Cause when I pray for you, no matter what we go through, the dreams that you dream, I'll be dreaming them too. These are all of her dreams. At the moment you realize it's time to explore, I'll pray God gives you wings and like an eagle, you'll soar. I'll pray where you go that wherever you land, you'll find purpose and meaning and a role in God's plan. That you'll know who you are and like what you do and love yourself fully as God wants you to. She's found some tigers. I'll pray you keep shining, that God keeps refining, that your story reflects what in you God's designing. That you'll give and you'll share with compassion and care, that how you live life will to God be a prayer. 'Cause when I pray for you, I pray all that you do brings love and brings light and helps the world shine like new. The end. Thanks for joining me today with Storytime with Jess. I hoped you like our story. If you did, hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.